Are we live? Okay, we're live. We're in order. I'm glad we got the Sergeant of Arms here.
Yeah, I know.
He's CAO and Sergeant of Arms. Part of order. So we're going to start with the call of order. Any declarations of conflict of interest? And we do have Councillors Duran and McLeod in. Are they on the line? Okay. Can you both hear us?
I'm here.
Okay. And is Councillor Tweel doing a flyover, or is he going to come in today? Okay. Okay. Approval of agenda.
Your Worship,
Yes, sir.
the second reading of Pine Drive there, I don't know if I asked you or Councillor Rivard, I thought we were going to put that on the regular scheduled July meeting.
Do you want to move to put it on that? Just
And I can speak to that just briefly. I did mention publicly last meeting when Councillor Tweel asked the question with regards to process, and I did mention that the first reading was that council meeting, and I did say the next council meeting, the regular council meeting in July would be the second reading. So I think that the expectation is clear that the second reading would happen then.
deferred until then?
So I would certainly wait till the regular meeting in council to have the second reading.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
So do you want to move to defer it until the July regular monthly meeting?
Sure.
Moved and seconded?
Yep.
But just a question, there's no discussion on second reading, right?
No. No.
what's
it's-
the-
No, it's just to remove from the agenda for tonight. We're not voting on it. We're looking to move it to the regular meeting of council.
Yeah, I guess I'm asking, what's the difference if there's no discussion on it?
Because I publicly stated when asked the question, that it would be on the regular monthly meeting in August
Oh,
or
okay.
in July.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it does play a role in the event that
Okay,
something's appealed or something. That's all.
Okay.
It was on public record saying that, so.
Any other questions? Okay, so Councillor McLeod, are you in favor?
In favor.
Okay, Councillor Yankoff,
In favor.
Councillor Rivard,
In favor.
Councillor Duran,
Sure. Favor.
Deputy? Councillor Bernard?
yep.
I'm in conflict.
No, you can't, that's right. Councillor Duffy?
Yes.
And Councillor?
In favor, your worship.
And Councillor Duran shouldn't have voted, so it's 8-0. Okay, any other changes to the, okay, Councillor Twales. Okay. Okay, any other changes? Okay, so 4A. And C becomes B and D becomes C, correct? So do you want to go with the first reading, sir?
Your worship, this is to do with the proposed temporary patio program bylaw that was moved forward from protective services, and it reads as follows. Moved by Councilor Duffy, second by Councilor Duffy, be resolved that the City of Charlottetown establishes the COVID-19 temporary patio program bylaw, and be read at the first time, your worship.
Okay.
This will allow for 24, up to 24 additional temporary spaces.
And they're only temporary for this year.
On October 31st.
Yeah, October 31st of 2020. Correct.
And are these,
Go ahead.
are these 24 additional spaces of parking spaces or that
These are, over about the 24 now, these are 24 additional parking spaces.
Spaces.
But they
Okay.
don't have to have the same detailed design for the patio. But they sort of be marked off, but they don't have to have the wooden patios.
And the cost is per space?
$300.
300. Okay. Well, I think it's a good move, right?
Yep.
Councillor Tweel? Do you want to ask if it shall pass? Let's just,
I have a couple of questions.
yes?
With regard to the proposed temporary patios, how much involvement did the Charlottetown policemen and the Charlottetown Fire Department have, and what was the result of their findings?
This has come from protective services, so it's coming from that committee, Council.
So both departments, just so I'm clear, both departments are on site. There's no hesitation whatsoever, fully supported on site with no reservations whatsoever.
Yeah, it was initiated with police services.
You were asking the question.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, there has been no issues raised, Council.
So if it was initiated, I'm sure they're supporting it, correct?
Yeah, sure.
I think you might be confusing it with Sydney Street.
Well, Sydney Street, obviously, I think the point's well taken, Councilor Bernard. that is an issue. I mean, you're reading the correspondences from some of the businesses in the downtown, so that motivated me to ask the question with regards to them. It's not that I'm opposed to it, I just want to know, because fire department, the police department play such an indispensable role when it comes to life safety code and safety and security. So that's why I'm asking the question.
Mr. Kelly, could you clarify? Are they two separate issues? Sydney
I
Street?
know the two separate issues.
All under the leadership.
Yes. Okay.
The answer, Your Worship, is it came out of the Protective Services Committee.
Chaired by
recommended
Councillor
the
Drown.
Elected members of that committee. Therefore, of course, it's concurred with by the police and fire department.
Yeah.
The bylaw.
And
The
it,
bylaw, yeah.
Councillor Duffy, definitely needed. This is what they're
Oh, yes,
asking for.
yeah.
And I did reach out to DCI and GCC, Greater Charlottetown Chamber of Commerce. There seems to be no negative feedback about it.
No.
Okay, the second question is the prerequisites for patios that we normally have. So some of them prerequisites have been
Modified.
modified.
Yep.
What are the modifications? Can you tell me what the specifics are?
These ones here, council, you do not have to have alcohol. If you recall, that's a reason for the other ones, you have to serve alcoholic beverage. These ones do not require that.
And Councillor
They
Twill,
don't have to be permanent in structure. They can be marked off with
Yes.
different material.
Yeah.
and that's what I was just going to say, Councillor Twill, they realize they're only going to be there for 3 or 4 months, so they're not going to pour a lot of cash into a lot of infrastructure, knowing that it's going to be stored away in October, never to be seen again.
Yeah.
So it's just not worth it to, because they're not coming back next year unless, these days, anything could happen, so I'll not say never.
Oh, okay. So again, the issue there was alcohol, sale of alcohol.
So coffee shops can have these spaces that they could not have before.
Nothing to do with the structure.
Again, these are not designed to be put out annually, these are designed for
One time only. And I can tell you, Councillor Twill, if you look at section 6.4, all applications for temporary patios, once we approve, shall remain in effect until October 31st, 2020. And Councillor Duffy, did we also defer the payments for the spaces until September 30th?
No, we just deferred on the established ones.
The established ones, which were, again, earmarked to go for $300.
And we deferring the payment until September 30th?
That was not discussion.
Okay.
Could I answer Councilor Twill's comment, for your worship?
Yes, you can.
Councilor Twill, you've asked if it came from a recommendation from our committee. We had a brief discussion on it, and it was a consensus that it would be sent to council for debate and to talk about it. So we had a very brief conversation about it there at our last meeting, and we thought we'd come here with it to see what council felt with it.
Okay. Again, I appreciate what Councilor Duffy said, and the mayor and everyone else that's associated with the Protective Services Committee. I guess what I was looking for more specifically is that the Chief of Police, Paul Smith, and the Fire Chief, Randy McDonald, are totally on sides with this initiative.
Green light. Green light. Green light. They gave the green light.
I gave the green light. Okay.
Okay. Shall I carry?
Yeah.
Gary?
Your worship, moved by Councilor Duffy and second by Councilor Ramsey, be resolved that the bylaw now be approved as the city bylaw, and that it be entitled the City of Charlottetown COVID-19 Temporary Planning Program Bylaw, and that it be read a second time at the next public meeting of council.
Okay. Shall I carry?
Gary?
Okay. Good. So because we're meeting tomorrow night, can we bring it up tomorrow night? Oh, great. Okay. Finance resolution to award the GIS system.
Mr. Bishop, moved by
It's a
Councilor
tag.
Bernard, second by Councilor Bernard, that as per the conditions of the public request for quotes for a new GIS solution, the submission of Legislative Canada, in the amount of $69,540 plus applicable taxes be accepted, and that the purchase of the 2 servers, 1 database and 1 application server submitted by Brunette in the amount of $14,540.82 plus applicable taxes be accepted. And further, that the purchase of the Microsoft SQL license submitted by CDW in the amount of $30,390.36 plus applicable taxes also be accepted. And further, that as the conditions of the SRA canvas, we enter into a 3-year contract in the amount of $91,470 to be accepted for the final 2-year commitment.
Okay, resolutions has been moved and seconded. Any comments there, Councilor Bernard, or just, you're fine with it? Leave it?
Yeah, no, we had a discussion here, it's in the budget, this is an improvement to our, the city's GIS program. And this updates, so we'll have, anytime they want to do overlays and see where the water lines are, the sewer lines are, how many street lights we have, all our assets within the city, be able to get that information at their fingertips. So it's an upgrade.
Question, Councilor Twill?
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
Is this a local firm?
I have no idea, it's the lowest tender.
Local firm?
Where is Mark? Mr. Lanigan, do we know if it's local?
No, they would be a local firm.
It's probably regional. Oh, it is a national company.
Do we have a local firm that can provide that service?
No, the GIS ESRI is the kind of gold standard in Canada that provides that service. And I think they have pretty well the market share of all Canadian municipalities.
Yeah, they do.
80% or 85% of that.
Yeah.
I just want that clarification, so there is no local firm that can provide that service?
No, this is a highly technical piece of software that's available. You know, all municipalities seem to use this one. And it will form the basis, the platform from which all our planning, our utilities, public works information will be based on.
Okay, thank you.
Not to mention, Your Worship, just so I can follow up.
Sure, go right ahead, sir.
In the MGA, it does state that, you know, we are to accept the lowest tender that we get. So again, as much as I appreciate Councillor Twill's comments around keeping it local, Summerside, I think, went through the same thing a couple of years ago when they tried to get out of the contract with the company at a mountain or something to do paving, and that was overturned. So
Yeah.
again, got to follow the MGA, and we can't discriminate.
Okay, Councilor Twill, second question?
Yeah, I'm trying to counteract that, because if you read the tendered documents, it states unequivocally that the city of Charlottetown does not necessarily have to accept the lowest tender. It's right in the documents.
Yep.
So therefore, there is flexibility, provided all the prerequisites are met. But it states that unequivocally in the tender document. So MGA or no MGA, there's still an option, and there's still flexibility to support. If the services could be provided here locally, there's still an option to explore that.
Yeah.
Councilor Twill, Your Worship.
Councilor Duffy, yes, sir.
Twill, I'd disagree with that statement. I mean, the MGA is an act of the provincial legislature. Some bureaucrat made a statement on a forum that says we don't have to accept the lowest tender. Guess who has more strength? The legislature.
Well, and I would just add to it, that clause is in there, but you certainly have to have good reason why you're not accepting the lowest tender. So it is in there because if there's history or there's documentation, then, you know, you have reason you don't have to take the lowest tender, then you don't have to. But you just can't pick and choose who you want to give it and say, well, we don't, you might as well not go to tender.
Yeah.
So,
I understand.
just-
that.
yeah, so the reason that's in there is because if there's some history, and this was documentation of a company that the city may have had in the past that hasn't been great, then they would have that option. But other than that, you're really bound to taking the lowest tender if you don't have a reason not to.
Yeah, and just before you do say that, sir, the GIS means Geographical Information Service, correct there, Mark? Is that right?
That's correct.
Right. So in terms of how many companies are out there that are specialized in this field, it's very few. And how many are local? Not too many. Again, it's a very specific field. So it's the tender that we have in front of us, and they had the opportunity to submit a bid.
So the province uses this system to your worship,
Oh.
so this is a sole source, it's not a full bid process is what we have, and it's what we're going to upgrade, and also which will enable us to talk to the province as well.
Right, so it'll be synchronized with the province. Sure, the
And-
feds
and
use it too.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Just to add to it, my understanding is that even the students that are in training now, it's Esrin product that they use in their training.
Yeah. And as Mark said earlier,
I think it's 85% of the market that this company has.
and as Mr. Lanigan said earlier, this is the gold standard that we're using, correct? Okay, question?
Question for Cole.
Okay. Councillor McLeod,
In favor.
Councillor Twill,
In favor?
Councillor Yankoff,
In favor.
Councillor Durant,
In favor?
Councillor Rivard,
In favor.
Deputy,
In favor.
Councillor Bernard,
Yes.
Councillor McKay, Councillor Duffy,
In favor?
and Councillor Ramsey.
favor.
There, 10-0. You have another resolution there, sir? That's 4C.
Resolution for the additional work to the Fitzroy Parkade. Your worship, moved by Councillor Duffy, second by Councillor Yankoff, whereas the Charlottetown Area Development Corporation, CDC, is overseeing the Fitzroy Street Parking Garage Expansion Project, and has recommended that two elements of additional work be carried out. And whereas the CDC engineering consultant, Corbin Associates Limited, have reviewed the information and received quotes on the work to be completed, therefore be resolved that the city approve the additional work in the amount of $153,350 plus local taxes, and be expense of the approved 2021 capital budget.
They're in the budget. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Any comments, Councillor Duffy, about it? Councillor Yankoff, about the, pretty straightforward, right?
It's additional funds required to finish off the project down there, and basically what it's doing is repairing or restructuring the doorways and caulking around the various seams and whatever, so that when the work they've almost completed now, plus this additional finish off work, we'll have almost a brand new building.
Oh, yeah, no. Have you seen the elements being shipped down to the Charlottetown Events Ground? Yeah. Browns will never be able to compete against them. Question?
Question for Cole.
Questions called? Councillor McLeod,
In favor.
Councillor Twill,
In favor?
Councillor Yankoff,
In favor.
Councillor Rivard,
Favor.
Councillor Duran,
In favor?
Deputy,
Favor.
Councillor Bernard,
In favor.
Councillor McKay,
Favor.
Councillor Duffy,
Favor?
and Councillor Ramsey. 10-0. And I'd say that's it.
Question, I'm sorry it's late. Where are we at with the second reading of zoning development bylaw for 9 Pine Drive?
Been deferred to the public meeting.
Okay. Okay.
Regular monthly meeting.
July 13th.
It's going to be at the regular monthly meeting in July. Second meeting.
Second reading?
Yeah. Councillor Rivard took your advice.
I publicly explained to you what the process was, what
Yeah.
options they had at the time, and last meeting, I said that the first reading would be the night that we did it. Second reading, I said would be at the regular monthly meeting.
Yeah.
So I asked council to, or Jason brought it up. And we just said, take off the agenda until set the regular meeting.
Yeah. And it went by a vote 9-0. Okay, so we will now move into a closed session. So if anyone is watching this live stream, we're not coming back to an open session.
Probably a
Because
motion to go to closed session.
we will, but that could be an hour because of the presentation. So I'm just telling anyone that is watching online that it would be prudent not to stay watching it, because most likely we'll be just going to an open session to adjourn. That's about it. So we will move a motion to go into a closed session as per section 119 subsection 1A of the Municipal Government Act of Prince Edward Island. Moved by Councillor Bernard, seconded by Councillor Ramsey. All those in favor?
Aye.
Close the doors.